Assalamu alaikum. I am Amiyu Bhattacharjee. I will take mathematics class of class 10. Dear students, I hope all of you will cooperate. Thank you very much. You know that you have mathematics class test tomorrow. So I will try my level best to make you understand some maths from exercise 16.1, 16.2 and 16.4. I think all of you have got a suggestion. You are required to take out that suggestion, also calculator and book. Okay, so let's start. Thank you. At first, you have a question regarding, mensuration number 1. That is question number 1. Question number 1. Write down question number 1. Okay. A wheel. Okay. Suppose its radius is suppose r centimeter. It is a centimeter. So its circumference will be what? 2 pi r centimeter, right? We know if a wheel turns one time, if a wheel revolves one time, then it travels a distance equal to its circumference. What is meant by this? A wheel turns one time. That one time, a wheel turns one time. That means it travels a distance equal to its circumference. So by revolving one time, the wheel travels a distance of 2 pi r centimeter. 2 pi r centimeter. It is equal to one revolution. One revolution. Now in the book, in the question, it is told that it travels 10 revolutions. The 10 revolution means what? 1 revolution, that means it travels 2 pi r centimeter. So by 10 revolutions, it travels a distance of 10 into 2 pi r. As I told you earlier, for 1 revolution, it is 2 pi r. A distance traveled by 1 revolution or 1 time turning, it is 2 pi r centimeter. So in the question, it is told something regarding 10 revolutions. So 10 into 2 pi r, that is equal to, given in the question, is 200 pi. You just take out the question and see. 200 pi, that means this is 20 pi r, it is 20 pi r equals to 200 pi. From both the sides, pi will be omitted, 20, that is r equals to 10. So what is the radius of the wheel? We have got the value of r is as by 10, value of r. That is radius of the wheel. Radius of the wheel is 10 centimeter. Write down. Radius of the wheel is equal to 10 centimeter. So question number 1, that is A of question number 1 is done. Okay. Now go to question number B. Question number B. Okay. It is told there, that is question number B. Suppose you are given a rectangle, right? This is a rectangle. This is a rectangle. Okay. And it is, suppose, x centimeter. It is x centimeter, y centimeter, and it is also y centimeter. That is, length is x centimeter. Okay. That is, the breadth is y centimeter. So what is its area? Area equals to what? Area equals to xy square centimeter, and that is given in the question. It is equal to 540. Have you seen? Have you gone through the question? That is, let the length and breadth of a rectangle be x centimeter and y centimeter respectively. So its area equals to x square centimeter. According to the question, or as per the question, xy equals to 540. That means we have got an equation. That is, xy equals to, write down, xy equals to 540. This is equation 1. Okay, we have got one equation. We have got one equation. Now it is told, it is again told, you see what is told again? It is told again, suppose I am writing here, suppose it's okay that it is okay. It is x centimeter, y centimeter. It is told that if the length of the rectangle is decreased by 7 centimeter, what is meant by this? The length of the rectangle is decreased by 7 centimeter. It means, suppose this is 7. This part is 7 centimeter. This is 7 centimeter. Okay? This is 7 centimeter. So from the length, I have taken away 7 centimeter. Then we are left with x minus 7 centimeter. X minus 7 centimeter. Have you got it? And then its shape will be a square. Is it okay? That means if 7 centimeter is taken away from the length, I repeat, if 7 centimeter is taken away from the length of the rectangle, then it becomes a square. You see, this was the original figure of the rectangle. Now 7 centimeter has been cut off from the length of the rectangle. That means we are left with now x minus 7 centimeter. Okay. Now it becomes a square. What is meant by this? It is now a square. You see, this is a square. Now it is a square. And what we know? For a square, length and breadth are equal. That means from this figure, we can write that y equals to x minus 7. Can you write or not? Can you write? Now the breadth, you see, this is, suppose this is breadth and this is length, but length and breadth are equal of a square. So we can establish a relation between y and x minus 7, that is, they are equal, as the length and breadth of a square are equal. So we have got another equation. Now you substitute this in equation 1. Now you write down, putting y equals to x minus 7, write down, putting y equals to x minus 7 in 1. Putting y equal to x minus 7 in 1. xy, y equals to what? X minus 7 is equal to 540. You please calculate now. Calculate and get the result. I want to see who become the first one to get the answer. Okay, do it. You solve it by yourself. What is this? From here we can write x square minus 7x, okay, minus 540 equals to 0. Now use the calculator to get the value of x. It is what? 540, 27 into 20. That means you will get x minus 27 and x plus 20 equals to 0. That means here x equals to 27 because x is the length of the rectangle, and that cannot be negative. Okay, it is the length of the rectangle and that cannot be negative. So here x is not equal to minus 20. Length cannot be negative. Length cannot be negative. So what is told in the question? To determine the length of the rectangle. So I can write now. Okay. Therefore the length of the rectangle is equal to 27 centimeter. Our math is done. Question number B is done. Now go to question number C. Any question from your side? Any question from your side? Someone has written x equals to 27, y equals to 13. I am not getting you. Y equals to 20. Is it? Okay. Now go to question number C. You see, question number C. Here it is told that suppose it is an isosceles triangle. That means these and these are equal. So very good. You relate it as by a centimeter. It is a centimeter. Okay. And here B for base, it is given as by 36 centimeter. So what is the area? Its area is 540. 540. In the question it is told that the area of an isosceles triangle is 540 square centimeter. If you go to the question, if you go through the question, then you will come to know that it is clearly told in the question that the area of an isosceles triangle is 540 square centimeter. Okay. Now, what's the area? We know area of an isosceles triangle is what? I can write it the formula. Area is equal to b by 4 root over 4a square minus b square. Okay, this is the area of an isosceles triangle. This is the area of an isosceles triangle. So according to the question, we can write, what is the value of b? B is 36. Write down 36 by 4. Okay, root over, we don't know a, root over 4a square minus b square. B for what? B is 36. B is 36 whole square. B square, that means 36 whole square is equal to 540. It is given. The area of an isosceles triangle is this, which is equal to the area of the given rectangular region. Okay. Now, what can be written from here? It is that we can write like this, or 540 is there. That is 4a square minus 36 whole square is equal to 540 into 4 by what? 36. Use the calculator. All of you are required to use the calculator. Okay, use calculator. Use the calculator. Okay, that means root over 4a square minus 36 whole square is equal to what? 4 9s are 36. Then it is 60. Now we can get it by squaring. Means 4a square minus 36 whole square is equal to what? 3600. By squaring we have got it. Now 4a square is equal to 3600 plus 36 square. Now use the calculator. All of you are required to use the calculator. Or 4a square equals to 4896. A square equal to what? 1224. That is a equal to root over 1224. Now in the question you are told to find the perimeter of the triangle. You have to find the perimeter of the triangle. So how we can find like this? Perimeter of the triangle we can find like this. Perimeter means what? Suppose this is an isosceles triangle, this is A, this is A, this is B. So what is this perimeter? A plus B. This is the perimeter, right? That means 2A plus B. Is it? So perimeter, write down perimeter of the isosceles triangle is equal to what? 2A plus B, A plus A, 2A. That means what is A? A is this, root over 1224. What is B? B is 36 centimeter. Okay? Centimeter. Now please use the calculator and you will get the result. Use the calculator. Your result will be very near to be 109.77, 105.97 like this. Okay, now use the calculator. Now it is your turn. Any question? Any question from you? Okay, no question. Someone is writing it is too much blurry. I don't know. Okay, because I don't think so. Or maybe. Now go to question number 2. Now go to question number 2. Read the question at first. Question number 2, please read the question at first. All of you are required to read the question. In question number 2, suppose what you are given, this is the cylinder, okay. Now okay, this time. Anyway, here you have iron. It is a hollow cylinder. Okay. Is it? Now, it is your outer diameter. So, what is outer diameter? Here in this question number A, outer diameter. You see, outer diameter, write down, outer diameter is equal to 13 centimeter. It is given in the question that outer diameter is 13 centimeter. So outer radius equals to what? Outer radius equals to 6.5 centimeter. You have to find this curved surface area. What is to find? You have to find, I have to see what is to find. Okay. Outer curved surface, okay? Outer curved surface area. Equals to what? What is the formula? Curved surface area. That is 2 pi RH. 2 pi. Okay. Now in this question, this is height. Height equals to what? Write down. Height is equal to, it is given 6 meter. That means 600 centimeter. Now you put the values. This is 2 into 3.1416 into R. What is R? 6.5 into 600 square centimeter. Use the calculator. All of you are required to use the calculator now. Please take out the calculator and find the value. Okay? You do it. Calculate. Now go to question number 2b. Question number twice B. You see, question number twice B. Write down outer radius, comma R1 equals to what? 6.5 centimeter. Inner diameter equals to 10 centimeter. Inner radius, comma R2 equals to what? 5 centimeter. Have you got it? Actually, it is given in the question that outer diameter is 13 centimeter and inner diameter is 10 centimeter. So from here we can easily get outer radius, and from here we can easily get outer radius and inner radius. Okay, now we have also in question number A we got it that AC equals to 600 centimeter. Now what is outer volume? What is outer volume? Write down outer volume equals to what, and inner volume equals to what? Outer volume means what? Outer volume means this is the outer radius. This is outer radius. Okay, so we can write pi R1 square is, and inner volume what? Pi R2 square is. Please try to understand. This is the outer volume and this is the inner volume. What is meant by this? Outer volume is what? The whole the part, and inner volume is what? This hollow part. So it is written something regarding pipe. Pipe means what? This is the pipe. This is the pipe. Okay, this is the pipe. I'm sorry, hole is the pipe, and in the pipe this is the iron. This is iron. This is iron. It is a hollow pipe. It is a hollow pipe. Okay, it is a hollow pipe. So we can find the volume of iron. Write down. We can find, write down. Therefore, the volume of iron used in the hollow pipe, okay, is equal to, this is the outer volume. That means if we subtract the inner volume from the outer volume, you see, if we subtract the inner volume from the outer volume, then yes, we can get the volume of the iron, used in the hollow pipe. Okay, now we can write here pi is, that is R1 square minus, I'm sorry, it is R2, it is R2, R1, R2, okay, R2 square. Now what is the value of, you just calculate 3.1416 into 600 into 6.5 square minus 5 square cubic centimeter. Okay, cubic centimeter. Please use the calculator and let me know what is the result. I am waiting for your result. Use the calculator. Use the calculator. I want to see. Use the calculator. that is what? 6.5 square. 6.5 square minus 25 equal into 600 equal into 3.1416 is equal to what? 32515 32515.56 cubic centimeter. Please, you just see is it right or wrong. Perhaps I am not right. Okay, I am doing it again. 6.5 square minus 5 square. Again, 6.5 square, 6.5 square minus 25 equal to this into 600 equals to this into 3.1416, 3.1416. Yes, 32515.56 cubic centimeter. Now, in the question it is told that 1 cubic centimeter of iron weighs 7.2 gram. You write down what is told in the question. Again, you write down 1 cubic centimeter of iron weighs, W-E-I-G-H-S, weighs 7.2 gram. What is meant by this? What is meant by this? It means 1 cubic centimeter means this is 1 centimeter, suppose. So we can draw a cube like this. Okay, here the water contains 1 gram. But if iron is kept here, then its weight will be 7.2 gram. Okay, if iron is kept here, its weight will be 7.2 gram. Again, if gold is kept here, then its weight will be 19.3 gram. You understand? Therefore, 32515.56 cubic centimeter of iron weigh, W-E-I-G-H, weigh 32515.56 into 7.2 gram. Okay, now use a calculator. Into what? 7.2 into 7.2. Okay, 32515.56 into 7.2. 7.2 is equal to 234,112. 234,112.032 gram. Now you convert it into kilogram. That means 234.112,032 kg. So this is our answer. You just see. Now go to question number C. Question number C. Suppose you try to understand. Okay. This is a trapezium. Okay. And it is told that it is 86 centimeter. It is 86 centimeter. And it is 56 centimeter. 56 centimeter. Okay? 86 and 56 centimeter. That's good. Again, it has been told here that it is suppose 19 centimeter and it is suppose 13 centimeter. Okay, the length of the parallel sides are given as by 86 and 56 centimeter, and the other two sides, those two sides can be called here oblique sides. Okay, or non-parallel sides. If these two are parallel sides, so definitely these two are called non-parallel sides or so-called oblique sides. Okay. Now we have to determine the area of this trapezium. Okay. What is to do? At first, you see, my dear students, you take this length. This length is to be taken here, like this. Okay. This length has been taken. So you join it. You see what I have done. Okay. You see, that means it is also 56 centimeter. This is what? This is 56 centimeter. This is 56 centimeter. Okay. Now it is 86 minus 56 equals to what? This is 30 centimeter. 30 centimeter. How we have got 86 minus 56 equals to what? 30 centimeter. Now we name it is A, it is B, it is C, it is D. Suppose it is E. Now can we determine the area of triangle DEC? You write down. If it is 19 centimeter, then it is also 19 centimeter, because it is now a parallelogram. It is now a parallelogram. 19, this is also 19 centimeter. Now in triangle DEC, please try to understand. In triangle DEC, twice as that means perimeter. Perimeter is 30 plus 19 plus 13 centimeter. Okay, so S equal to what? This is 4962, that is 31 centimeter. S means what? 2S is perimeter. S means semi-perimeter. 2S by 2 equals to S. S means semi. Semi means what? Half. Semi means what? Half. So half the perimeter, that means semi-perimeter. Semi-perimeter is 31. Now we also know to determine the area of an of a scalene triangle, that is area, write down area, triangle DEC. DEC is equal to S into S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. Now you write down what is S here? 31. A is 31 minus 30. 31 minus 30. 31 minus 30. 31 minus 19. 31 minus 13 square centimeter. Okay. Now use the calculator. 31 into 1 into what? 12 into what? 18 square centimeter. Now use the calculator. Use the calculator. 31, 12, 18. 31, 12, 18. What can be written? 31. That is 31 into 12 into 18. 6696 square centimeter. Square centimeter. You write down. Copy it. This math is really very important. Okay? It is always given in the examination. Okay? Now you see. If we draw a perpendicular here, a perpendicular has been drawn. Okay? And its name is, suppose this is perpendicular, that is P for perpendicular. Now again we can write triangle DEC. Triangle DEC equals to half into base. Base is EC into height P, right? So half into this is 30. This is 30 into P, that is 15P. According to the question, 15P is equal to what? 6696. So P equal to root over by 15. This is the height of the triangle. Okay, that means it is also the height of the trapezium. It is also height of the trapezium. Now, what is the formula to determine? What is the formula to determine the area of a trapezium. Write down, therefore, the area of a trapezium, therefore, the area of the trapezium is equal to what? Half into sum of the parallel sides. What is the length of the sum of the parallel sides? 86 and 56 into height. What is the height? Height is this, root over 6696 by 15. Now, my dear students, you calculate it. It is your turn to calculate, and you will get the result. And let me know what is the result, please. Let me know what is the result. Can you please write me? Okay. Now I am going to question number 3. Going to question number 3. That is, here in this question, please pay attention. Question number 3. You see, suppose it is an equilateral triangle. It is x centimeter, it is x centimeter, it is x centimeter. So its area equals to what? Area equals to what? Root 3 by 4 centimeter, right? It is very easy, okay? It is really very easy. If the length of side is x centimeter, then its area, it is an equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle having all the sides equal. Equilateral triangle. Now you see, in question number B, it is told. Suppose it is A. That means it is A. Okay. Now its side is increased by 2 centimeter. That means 2 centimeter. Its side is increased by 2 centimeter. So it is what? A plus 2 centimeter. It is what? A plus 2 centimeter. It is what? A plus 2 centimeter. You understand? Now you see, this is the area. This is the increased area. It is given in the question that it is what? 5 root over 3 a square centimeter. You see, this is 5 root over 3 a square centimeter. The whole increased area, 5 root over 3. That means if we subtract the inner area from the outer area, then it will be 5 root 3. Okay. So what we are getting actually we are getting root 3 by 4 what? A square. Here A is A plus 2. Okay, outer area. Okay. Now the area of the inner triangle is what? Root 3 by 4 A square. You see, root 3 by 4. It is the formula, root 3 by 4 A square. Now it is A plus 2. Okay, from the whole area of the whole or area of the larger triangle is what? Root 3 by 4 A plus 2 whole square. And area of the smaller triangle is what? Root 3 by 4 A square. From the larger area triangle, we have to subtract the smaller area. Then our result will be 5 root over 3. Our result will be what? 5 root over 3. Now, if we take root 3 by 4 common, root 3 by 4 has been taken common. Now it is the formula. It is the formula of A plus B whole square. What? A square plus 4A plus 4. My dear students, I have seen too many students writing 2ab, here b is 2, then 2 to the 4, right? 2 to the 4. Now here what is? Only a square, that is minus a square, equals to 5 root over 3. Okay, 5 root over 3. Now we can write this a square will be omitted. Now 4a plus 4, 4a plus 4 is equal to 5 root over 3 into 4 by root 3. So root 3 will be omitted and we will be left with only 20 in the right hand side. That means 4a plus 4 is equal to 20. So a equals to what? A equals to 16, 4, that is 4. Now in this question you have to find the area of the triangle. Area of the triangle. That means what? Area of the triangle is equal to what? Root 3 by 4 a square. Root 3 by 4. What is 4? A. What is A? A is 4. A is 4 square centimeter. Okay. Equals to what? 4. That means 4 root 3. Okay. So our math is done. Now go to question number C. Question number C. Okay. Now go to question number C. It's really a tricky math. Question number C. Who can do question number C? Who can do question number C? Can you please tell me? In question number C, what is told? You see, question number C. In question number C, it is told. I have to see the question again. Determine the volume of a right circular cylinder whose height and radius, okay, are equal to the height and length. Okay. Suppose what is told here. Suppose it is cylinder. It is a cylinder, and it is that triangle. Okay. So it has height, and triangle has also height. Okay. Is it? And it has radius, and it has length of one side. You see, please see the question. What is the length of one side of an equilateral triangle in this question is 4 centimeter. Please get to understand. Is 4 centimeter. Is 4 centimeter. You write down here 4 centimeter. It is told its length of one side and radius of the cylinder are same. It is also 4 centimeter. Please try to understand. I mean, the length of one side of the equilateral triangle is equal to the radius of the base of the cylinder. Okay. Now, its height we really don't know. We don't know its height. Its height equals to what? What is the formula? Who can tell me? What is the formula? One day I showed you root 3 by 2a. Root 3 by 2a. Root 3 by 2a. That means root 3 by 2, a means what? A means 4. A means what? 4. So if we calculate 2, that is 2 root 3. That is 2 root 3. That is 2 root 3. Now a question may be arisen among you, how we can find that is it is root 3 by 2a. Can you tell me? Okay, I am going to show you. Suppose equilateral triangle. What is meant by equilateral triangle? You see, this is an suppose equilateral triangle, right? That means it is A, this is A. Perpendicular. Perpendicular has been drawn. Okay, perpendicular. So we can call it, this is the height. Okay, now we have to determine height. So we can write, if this is A means what? From here, this is A, and it is what? A by 2, it is what? A by 2, right? So by using Pythagoras theorem or applying Pythagoras theorem, we can write here, you see what I am going to write now. We can write s square plus, you see, a by 2 whole square is equal to what? A square. That's the formula. The hypotenuse square is equal to the sum of the what? A squares of other two sides. So from here we can write s square is equal to what? A square minus, this is a square by 4. Now if we calculate, we will get 4a square minus a square. Okay, 4a square minus a square. That means we can write here s square equal to what? 3a square by 4. But we have to find height. Height means what? If we get a square root here, we'll get root 3 by 2 a. I have written root 3 by 2 a. Root 3 by 2 into a. Root 3 by 2 into a. Now, in this question, what is to find? In this question, what is to find? We have to find the volume, okay, volume of the cylinder. Now, what we are getting here, suppose this is a cylinder, okay, this is a cylinder, okay. Now, its radius of the base is what? This is 4 centimeter, okay, and this is height is equal to what? Height is 2 root 3 centimeter. Height is 2 root 3 centimeter. So its volume equals to what? The volume is equal to pi r square x, right? So okay, very good. What is pi? 3.1416. What is r? R is 4. And what is height? Height is 2 root 3 cubic centimeter. Now calculator. You use the calculator, okay, to get the result. My dear students, okay, I think all of you have completed your trial tutorial. Okay, that means from tomorrow, I mean, you have a class test tomorrow. Okay, when you will answer, then you have to give its what? Photo, right? And you have to send it. So a tutorial video is given. If you don't understand, a contact number is given there. You are required to call, okay, that concerned teacher, and he is there to help you, to take care of you. Okay, he will guide you 100%. He will take 100% care of you. Okay, so please today or by tomorrow, okay, before the exam, you please, okay, have the functioning of tutorial video. Okay, thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum. Best of luck.